The universe is vast. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies, each with hundreds of billions of stars, many of them older than our sun. We know the chemistry of life is common. We know planets are common. And yet, the universe doesn't answer. This silence has a name. It's called the Fermi Paradox. But the paradox may not be where we think it is. In the 1950s, physicist Enrico Fermi asked a simple question. Where is everybody? If intelligent life is even moderately common, if civilizations tend to survive, and if technology tends to advance, then the galaxy should already be busy, colonized, engineered, loud. But when we look, we don't see that. We see no megastructures, no artificial signals, no obvious traces of galactic engineering. Just stars, gas, silence. Over the decades, we've proposed many answers. Maybe intelligent life is rare. Maybe civilizations destroy themselves. Maybe there's a catastrophic barrier, a great filter, that almost no one passes. These explanations share something important. They assume that civilizations want to expand, that survival naturally leads to visibility, that intelligence seeks presence, but that assumption is rarely examined. Almost every solution to the Fermi paradox begins with the same idea, that intelligence expands, that it grows, spreads, and announces itself, that survival means more. But this is a human assumption, shaped by our history, our biology, and our recent past. It's not a law of nature. In nature, the most stable systems are not the loudest. They are the ones that regulate themselves. Growth slows, expansion stops. Equilibrium matters more than dominance. Intelligence does not free a system from limits. It makes those limits visible. So here is another possibility. What if the universe is not empty, but restrained? What if advanced civilizations don't disappear, but decide not to appear? Not because they failed, but because they learned something. What if intelligence, once mature enough, recognizes its own cost, the risks of scale, the permanence of signals, the burden placed on future generations by irreversible decisions? A civilization that chooses restraint would not build beacons. It would not rush to colonize. It would not announce itself to the cosmos. It would focus on maintenance, on continuity, on not making mistakes it cannot undo. Such a civilization would be almost impossible to see. In the next episode, we'll examine the assumption at the heart of the Fermi paradox, and ask why expansion might be a phase, not a destiny.